Hey YouTube. Alright, I'm going out for a drive now and I am going to test the NISI Master Kit's circular polarizing filter. So I'm going to be out photographing some water, and that is all the gear I'm taking. The filter adapter is attached to the Ricoh GR3. Got the packet filters there, keep them clean. Got my vape, and it's a lovely sunny day. And I've been watching videos from a guy, I'll leave a link to his channel. I got the most clear and precise, clear and informative video description of using a polarizing filter from that guy, Christopher. You'll see his name in the text below, and I'll put a link to his he does a lot of lens testing and stuff. But anyway, let's get going. We're going to go and find some water to test out the polarizing filter on reflections, and we got a nice blue sky with big fluffy clouds to test that as well. So let's see how it goes. So this is where I am, in this lovely forested area. We got a little a large pond or a small lake in the middle down there, and when I get down into the opening, be able to look at some nice skies and see how the polarizing filter works against the sky and the water, and it works as an ND filter as well. So yeah, let's see how it goes. This is it with it mounted. I can see there's a couple of dust specks on. I'm gonna give it a wipe, but it turns freely, and at certain angles it cuts down on reflections and increases contrast, and it cuts down on reflections from water, foliage, and most reflective surfaces, including glass, but apparently not metal. So I'm going to go for a walk around there and take some shots of the sky, the water, and I'll take some shots where it is rotated and not having any effect, and then rotate it until I can see the full effect. I'm giving you a little bit of voiceover for these first few shots, just so you can see what was happening. This is without, and this is with the filter on and rotated, so it's having an effect. And notice the dark blob in right in the center towards the bottom, and it's there and it's visible when I do it in color as well. Kind of this dark blob that is rotated into view as you turn the filter. I didn't really think that was very nice. Again, this is with the filter kind of neutralized, and coming up we're going to see that same image in color. So the reflections have not been reduced on these images, but again, the next one coming up in black and white, there you can see through the water, but in the upper left corner you've got this dark blob again that has been rotated into view, and there you can better see in the color version that it's looking through the water, but that blob is there. So with these landscape shots now, you can see a pattern developing. The blob has gone. Now that's with the filter on in monochrome, and coming up you can see the same shot developed with the camera tools in color with the filter on and active. So for the rest of this slideshow, I'm going to show you images similar to this, with either 3 or 4 images with it off like this, and then a color version, or maybe straight into the monochrome version where it's turned on and active like this, and a color version of it active and functioning. So I'll leave it up to you to decide if it's something you might find useful. Personally, I'm not sure. See my comments in the description. So this is the filter itself, and you slot it into place on the front there, and then the front is rotatable. And shit, I dropped the filter.